Affordable eMTBs and super tough wheels are the subject of conversation on this week's EMBN Show. Well, Chris, it's been several years now since we took the Canyon Spectral on and the Canyon Neuron on a big adventure to North Wales. Do you recall that?
I remember that, rattling down Snowdon actually on the Neuron. Good times.
So, folks, Canyon have got two flagship E-mountain bikes. They've got the Spectral on, which is 150mm travel, 27.5 wheels, and also the Neuron on, which is 130, 140 with 29-inch wheels. And the big news is there are some new bikes in the fleet, and the great news for you guys is they start at £3,400, which is incredible value for money, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It blew my mind actually, the components you get on this bike. You know, big batteries, full Shimano gearing on there, dropper post, and full RockShox suspension front and rear. You know, good looking bike.
And of course, you know, you're getting the same Shimano EP8 motor on that bike as you're getting on the top end bike, you know, whether it be the Neuron on or the Spectral on, which is, you know, maybe £8,000. But as an all-rounder, I think 130, 140, we found there wasn't really that much difference in the descending ability, was there, on a massively technical track like that coming down Snowdon. But I think, you know, we frequently asked what's a good, you know, entry-level bike for people, and I think this definitely ticks a lot of the boxes there. I mean, two battery sizes, 504 or a 630 watt-hour battery. Now, of course, recently I did a video where we took the Torque on, which is actually the long travel bike, and we compared, you know, is it possible to have two 500 watt-hour batteries compared to a 630? I think you can. I think it's definitely an option to take.
Yeah, and I think going back to those battery sizes, with these bikes, they're speccing the different battery sizes in the different sizes bike. So the extra small and the small gets the 504, and onwards from that is 630 watt-hours. What's your thoughts on that? It's kind of a bit of a different choice, isn't it? Therefore, the lighter riders should get more range, but I think if you did want to go for those bigger days out, I don't know.
What's good though, Chris, is 5 different sizes on this bike, and yes, there's a women's specific one available too. So guys, go and check out the Canyon website and the new Neuron bikes. Chris, bad news, broke a wheel last week.
Did you?
Absolutely destroyed it. It was a pretty substantial wheel, but it actually split the rim straight across, right where the spoke joins the rim. And on that subject, DT Swiss have just come out with a new, I think it's an e-touring wheel set called the UD 1900. Weighs in at just over 2 kilos, $580, but there's some fantastic features on this wheel set, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it's really designed to take some beating, isn't it?
It's designed to take the torque, designed to take the added weight.
Yeah, 180 kilo system weight on this, rated.
Yeah, I guess that's because, you know, e-touring, you have, you know, you've got bags, you've got pizzas, the extra weight.
Wine, whatever you want to go shopping with, I suppose.
But I think this is great news for e-mountain bikers. They've got a reinforced free hub body in there. Yep. Like I said, 25 or 35mm rims, which I've got 2.34mm spokes, I think, in there. But it's not just the spoke width; it's the way the wheel is built as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and that full steel free hub body and all the ratchet in there, designed to take a beating, isn't it? I think if you are hammering your wheels on your e-bike, maybe take a look at these wheels because they could offer a little bit more strength, possibly.
Yeah, and folks, we want to be clear here. It's not an eMTB; it's an e-touring wheel set, and like I said, it's just over 2 kilos. Which many people might think is a bit heavy, but then, you know, when an e-bike is 22 kilos anyway, I don't think you know, it makes that much difference. And of course, tires will weigh a huge amount as well. So folks, great wheel set there from DT Swiss.
Yeah, and you might have seen recently Hans Ray riding the White Line Trail, which looks amazing fun. I'd love to have a go at this one.
I wouldn't say it's fun, Chris.
But the exposure on it is pretty massive, and the crashes that are possible could be huge, as we've seen from this guy on Instagram.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? I mean, the white line rim is something which is on my list, but having seen that, I'm thinking...
Definitely make your battery pop out when that bike hits the ground, I think.
I see you sporting a new top there, Chris.
Yeah, a new long sleeve tee. Get it available in the merch shop. A nice green core t-shirt as well. Loads of stuff going on in the merch shop. All the new jerseys. Great way of supporting us here on the channel to keep making you great content. So get in there and check it out.
On the channel this weekend, we are visiting Croatian bike brand Grape and their range of G6 bikes, which is simply stacked with a load of connectivity features. And then Monday, Chris, reasons your eMTB ain't working. How many of those are there?
Well, quite a few of those, but we're taking a look in the workshop at all those reasons why it might not be working and hopefully getting you going again.
Water.
That's the main one.
So, the question is, should you ride your eMTB with the suspension locked out or wide open? And I was actually quite surprised at the results of this because we took my specialist lever up a forest track and put a time in. Then we did it on a technical track with the suspension open or closed. There is a difference.
There is.
There is a difference.
Something I never touch on an e-bike. I used to on my normal trail mountain bike, but since I've had an e-bike, something I just leave wide open all the time.
Exactly, and you know what? There's a comment here from the bike room that says, do e-biker riders even chase PRs on climbs? Well, not really, not hardly any. I mean, I just wanted to know what the facts were. But if I was racing...
I want to tell you a horrible thing. I reignited my Strava account the other day and I've been doing it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. It does make you charge more out in the woods, and I think it is a good thing to be doing.
I think that could be the subject of a conversation we have on a future show. But loads of comments actually. This one here from Olivier Kefai. Soft as much as possible on my Orbea FS Wild. I'm coming from the world of motorcycle and hard enduro, with the best setup is a very soft back suspension. Yeah, you'd never do it on a motorcycle, would you? But then it's all about the the weights, and it's about the conditions and the tyres and.
E-biker Howie says, everybody that I've ridden with who's locked out their suspension on a climb has forgotten to take it off on the way down, and I see no reason to lock out the suspension on an e-mountain bike. Enjoy the comfy ride. So,
folks, thanks so much for your comments on that. And yeah, like I said, if you're in a rush, maybe it's the way ahead. But I think for most of us, then
ride with it wide open.
Ride with it wide open and soft. Ian is a regular visitor to the channel, and this is a fantastic shot, I have to say. Ian, it's who took the shot, by the way? Who took the shot?
It's a nice shot,
this is super
like
stable and nice bit of water action there, which kind of sort of in kind of line with our discussion about what reasons your eMTB might not work, but goes to show that Ian seems to be.
It's good, isn't it? He's out there braving the storm. I think, pretty brave to get out now. I went out, I don't know what your woods are like, Steve, but in the minute, it's just like climbing over logs and wood and trail debris everywhere.
Debris. Ian, good to see you out. What a man. I mean, he's always mad for it, that guy.
But keep all that content coming in, use the upload service, anything you want to get featured here on the show.
Well, what a busy week you guys have had out and about in parts of the world, and this from Los Angeles and HYE on an all-bear rise. This is a big old jump, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Sending it over that canyon jump, isn't it? Pretty impressive, nice and smooth.
Very
He's
smooth.
conquered his challenge, so yeah, nice work.
And then shot here by Andrew, I was Nukeproof Megawatt at Dover. And I have to say, this from Chris out on Lanzarote on his Cube Stereo 140. This sums it up for me. I think this riding his local trails with his drone. Beautiful dry conditions. Look, quite challenging rocks on this.
Does look good, doesn't it?
What a spot, eh?
Dry and dusty. I have one of those. Is that one of those follow drones, or have you got a drone pilot following you? But yeah, good stuff.
So folks, this typifies the type of content we'd love you guys to send in the channel. So your local trails, nice warm weather. Always inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, I love seeing all that text there. Fails, sends, whatever it is, send it in to us. Could be you on next week's show.
Bikefold beauties, it's that time, and starting our things off are Focus Throm 2021 Anthony in Templestown Yarrow Trails. It's super nice. That's a beautiful, beautiful shot. As is the next shot. This is Michelangelo out in Melbourne, Rocky Mountain Instick 2022. Another super nice shot.
Check this out from Jeff. He's got a Specialized Turbo Levo Expert out in Arizona in the US. Pair of Levos there. Looking good, I think that's nice.
What about this then? This is
like
Adam, and a little bit different here.
I knew you'd like this one.
Little bit different, Adam. We have to give you that. That's I think that's super nice. Nice bit of imagination there. Vitus here from Lee out in Dolgellau. Nice bike. as is, don't see one of these, Chris, do we?
Villiers.
A Villiers out in my neck of the woods, out in Simmons Yat. Hope you went down to the Saracen's Head for a cheeky Guinness or 3.
Is that on the tamer chair of his family? Probably not.
Is that... That's a nice shot.
We've got Peter here. He's got a Trek Powerfly 9 out in Lake Ontario.
That's nice, isn't it? I'd say that's super nice.
Super nice.
I mean, this comes back. I mean, that's the kind of well, that's the Powerfly, isn't it?
I was going to say, it looked like a hardtail then, but it's got the shock hidden
Powerfly
behind
9.
the
It's
seat
kind of shorter travel. I mean, what a fantastic bike, and I think it's super nice.
Nice. Very cold.
Michael, Giant Trans, Dordogne.
Dodong, dodong.
Come on, nice.
Nice carriage as well, rusted out. I think that's got to be, what are you thinking, nice?
It's nice. And concluding this week's Bike Fault is Debs and her Cube Stereo 140 out on the Legacy Trail in the Isle of Man. There's some nice shots in there. I tell you what, I did like that shot there.
The from Adam with his megawatt out in.
Yeah, and the Rocky Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Some good ones in there, isn't
Some good ones. But I think that focus was, to me, was like fantastic.
Great shots.
Yeah.
And that's it for this week's show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Let us know what you think about the new Canyon Neuron On down in the box below.
Are you a hard or a soft person?
Firm or floppy?
Firm or floppy, open or closed, locked or loose. Let us know your comments down below. And I guess we'll see you next week, where we'll be looking at some action from another Canarian island of La Palma.